Alright, we're going to do the online TSI 168 pre-algebra part 1. Questions 1 through 40. Barbara Gil Alvarez edition. 8 workers. Let's start this problem here. Alright. So, 8 workers want to buy a boat for their boss, John. If they all pay the same amount, then how much will each pay if the boat costs $832? So, how many people? 832 divided by 8 is going to be 104. There's a long division right here to get the answer. And yes, my margin Mexican Cafe open 24 hours. Great boss and great work. Right there. Okay, let's go next one. Factor into primes. Let's see. Well, this number here, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 prime numbers. So start with 63. 3 divides it, 21. 3 divides that, 7. 7 divides that. So we have 3, 3, 7. So 63 is equal to 3 times 3 times 7. That's a factor it into primes. Factor into primes, 350. Again, the prime number is right there. So we're going to start with 2 divides this, 175. 5 divides this, 35. 5 divides that, 7. 7 divides 7, 1, and we're done. So we have 2, 5, 5, 7. 2 times 5 times 5 times 7 is 350. Or there are 350 calories in a bean, cheese, and bacon taco at you know where. Find the lowest common multiple. Well, 28 and 35. Let's do the prime numbers again. There they are. So 2 divides this, 14. 2 divides that, and 2 divides that. And then we have 14, and we have 7 divides 7. So 28 is 227. Okay, and 35, 5 divides that. 7 divides that. So we have 35 is 5, 7. So most in a row, we have 2, 2. Put them down. 5, put it down. And then 7 there and 7 there, put it down once. So all these numbers together is going to be 4 times, bring this down, 20 times that is 140. So 140 is the lowest common multiple of this, or LCM. Alright, this one. Find the LCM, lowest common multiple again, 40 and 70. Prime numbers, there they are. 2 divides this, 2 divides this, 2 divides that, 5 divides that. So 40 is 2, 2, 2, and a 5. 2 divides this, 35. 5 divides that. 7 divides that. So we have 70 is 2 times 5 times 7. So now, most in a row, we have 2, 2, 2, 3 of those, a 5, and a 7. So this number is the lowest common multiple, or that's going to be 4 times 2, bring everything down. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 times that, 280 is the LCM. Find the GCF, greatest common factor, for these two numbers. So yes, prime numbers again, divide by 2, 2, 2, keep going. Now 3 goes in there, now 5 goes in there. So there it is, we got this. Now this number, 2 divides it, 2 divides it, 2 divides it. Oh, now 3, 3, 5, 5, 5. So finally, finish with the ones right here, 1 and you're done. So 480 is this, 9,000 is this. Same in both. The same in both is 222, 222, that's it. And 33 right here, and a 55. So the GCF is 22235, or that number is 120. Find the GCF, greatest common factor, for 40 and 16. Again, prime numbers. 2 divides it, 2 divides it, 2 divides it, 5 divides it, and then 2 divides it, 2 divides it, 2 divides it, came by 2. So we got 40 is 2225. 16 is 2, 2. Same in both. We have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So the greatest common factor is 2, 2, 2, which is going to be 8. Evaluate this. PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear and Sally. Parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. So let's do the multiplication first. 6 times 8 is 48. 48 minus 5 is a 43. This one. We have, evaluate this. Parentheses, let's do that first. So we have 14 minus that is 5. So now we have, from the left to the right, we have division and we have multiplication. But let's do the division first. This is going to be 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Evaluate this. So let's do parentheses stuff first. That's going to be 3. And 3 squared means 3 times 3. So now we have 78 minus 12. And the bottom is going to be 9 minus 3. So this is going to be 66 divided by 6. Divide those numbers, it's going to give you 11. Evaluate this. 11 squared minus 41. 11 squared means 11 times 11. And 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 squared means 3 times 3. So we have 121 minus 41. 58 minus 2 times that. 121 minus 41 over 58 minus 18. 80 over 40, which divides, becomes 2. Evaluate this. The absolute value of 12 is a positive 12. Or just 3 parentheses off is just 12. Absolute value of 12 is just 12. The absolute value of negative 21 is a positive 21. Take out parentheses is just 21. Evaluate the absolute value of 0. Absolute value of 0 is just 0. Take the parentheses off is just 0. Evaluate this. Absolute value, absolute values. Let's do this first. Negative 3 and negative 7, negative 10. Absolute value of that. And this is going to be negative 27. Absolute value of negative 10 is 10. Absolute value of negative 27 is 27. Positive 27. Take the parentheses off. 10 plus 27 is a 37. Evaluate this. A negative 7 and a positive 5 is a negative 2. A negative 2 and a positive 67 is a positive 65. Evaluate this. A negative 39 plus 0 is still going to be what? Negative 39. Evaluate this. We have 21 plus parentheses negative 21. Positive of a negative is a negative. 21 minus 21 is a 0. Evaluate this. 0 minus 9 is going to be a negative 9. Or that's the cost of cheese enchiladas with onions at you know where. 24 hours, Mama Margie's Mexican Cafe. Negative 20 minus 0 is still going to be what? Negative 20. Evaluate this. You have a positive of a negative. Let's change that to 1 minus 5 and bring the minus 12 down. These two together first. Negative 4. Bring the 12 down. Negative 12. Negative 4 and negative 12 is negative 16. This one. Let's see. Parentheses. Negative of a negative is a positive. Everything else, copy it. Down left to right. This and this is 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12 is a 20. Evaluate this. So we have positive of a negative is a negative. A negative of a negative is a positive. Bring everything else down. So now let's go left to right. That's going to be 6. Copy this. 6 and 5 is 11. Copy this. 11 minus 16, a negative 5. Evaluate this. Absolute value of 5 minus 9. So that's 5 minus 9 is negative 4. Absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Take the parentheses off, it's just 4. Evaluate this. Absolute value negative 12 plus parentheses negative 14. This is just parentheses. So absolute value negative 12 is 12. Plus or minus is a negative 14. So you have 12 minus 14 is a negative 2. Absolute value is there, but not there. Evaluate this. Negative absolute value, negative absolute value of that. So absolute value of negative 17 is 17. Negative of this is negative 17. And absolute of 13 is 13, negative 13. So negative 17, negative 13 is negative 30. Evaluate this. Positive times a positive is still going to be a positive. So it's going to be a positive what? 48. Evaluate this. A negative times a negative is a positive 15. Evaluate this. A negative times a positive is going to be a negative 56. All right, and this is like the cost of 2 fajita platters served with borracho beans, Mexican rice, guacamole salad, and 16 flour tortillas head. While Margie's Mexican Cafe, over 24 hours, great boss, great food. Evaluate. A negative times a negative is a positive 209. Evaluate this. So let's do the parentheses first. Negative 3 times negative 4 is a positive 12. And the negative times a positive is a negative 48. Evaluate this. We have negative 1 times 10 is negative 10, bring this down. And negative 10 times negative is a positive 30. 7 times 30, 210. Evaluate this. Negative 12 divided by 6. So what I'm going to do is rewrite it. Negative 12 over 6. A negative by a positive is a negative. Evaluate. 24 divided by negative 6. A positive by a negative is going to be a negative. The answer is going to be a negative 6. Evaluate this. A negative 14 divided by a negative 2. A negative divided by a negative is a positive 7. Evaluate this. Negative 25 over 0. If 0 is on the bottom denominator, and there's not a 0 up here, but down there, then it's going to be undefined. Division by 0 is not possible. Alright. What about the other way? What is 0's on the top in the numerator? 0 divided by a negative 2 is going to be a 0. Evaluate this. A negative 51 plus a negative 12. Positive or negative is negative. Negative 51, negative 12 is a negative 63. And 12 minus 8 is a positive 4. Okay. Smart bird, smart bird. It says fractions are fun. Yes, yes. Adding, multiplying, they're all fun. So smart bird says math is fun. Yes, I say yes. You're right. It is fun. The broken surfboard. Math shark. Surfboard's broken. There it is. All the little emblems on it. And he's looking for all the pieces in there. There's all his Hawaiian stuff on. So broken surfboard, man. Hopefully you find your surfboard parts. Later. Math monster. Oh my gosh. Is math fun or not fun? Fun, not fun. I say yes, it's fun. Math is fun. Up. Holy cow, more scary than the TSI. Ooh, ever will be, huh? TSI quadruple, pentuple times worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exponential growth. They grow fast. Holy cow, more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, it's more scary than TSI. Ever, huh? Yep. And 7, let's see, 7 is there somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 is there. Anyway, good luck. This is Professor Alfredo G. Olivares Jr. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck.